We're back with another episode.
You ready?
You ready?
I think so.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Your girls are back.
We're back!
Welcome to the Face Off podcast with Fleming and Fowler. I'm Alyssa Fowler.
I am Monica Fleming. Welcome back, y'all. It is so amazing to be back.
It has been a hot minute.
A whole month.
A whole 30 days at least.
We had to figure out, okay, how do we record again?
Yeah, I was like, I haven't heard my voice on a mic in a minute. It's weird.
We've missed y'all, though. Thank you for every message that y'all have sent to our inbox, every DM and all that good kind of stuff. We appreciate you guys.
Y'all missed the shit out of us.
Y'all did. Y'all made us feel so loved. Thank you so very much for that. But yeah, we definitely missed y'all. So
how was your time away from me?
My time away from you was good, but the time away from the podcast was horrible. I'm still going through shit with my house, as we talked about in the last episode a month ago, and still dealing with that. And just, so yeah, I'm just trying to get my house back in order. You know, it's the summertime. Everything's hot. It's super hot here in Texas.
Y'all, I landed back in Texas.
Back in the States.
I felt like a vampire coming out in the sun for the first time. I felt my skin sizzle. It is so damn hot. It was like 104 when I got back.
Yeah, it's fucking hot here.
It's ridiculous. Why?
This is your state. I don't know, because Florida's not this hot.
But everything's hot right now. There's like record-breaking temperatures in every state.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
It really was. It was like one day I was walking to my car from work and I was just like, I'm not coming back out. I think I'm just going to call in tomorrow. Like, this is fucking stupid.
So we've been walking so much while we were in Europe. You walk all the time. And I was like, you know what? When I get back home, like, I'm going to start walking a little bit more. Bitch, nope. Absolutely not. It's hot in the morning. It's hot at night.
Yep.
It's ridiculous in the middle of the day. There's you can't walk. Don't go outside.
At nighttime, it's like, it can be 11 o'clock at night and it's like 90 degrees outside.
The only thing you can do is go to the movies.
That's it. I bought like a humidifier, like a cool mist humidifier.
Ooh.
And I have my air purifier going along with my house because I'm not trying to burn out my AC because I just got a brand new AC.
Oh, it's my biggest fear.
So yeah, knock on wood, me too. Yeah. So I have my little fan that my patient bought me that one time, and so I have it on my my bed or whatever. So I have my big ceiling fan, and I just got all the stuff. I just lay out like a starfish, like a naked starfish. Every night. I don't even care. Don't even care.
I know. Last night I was laying there and I was like, it's that kind of heat where it's uncomfortably hot.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to get rest.
Like, you just want to take cold showers at this point.
And I'm like, you know what? The best part is it's not even August. And that's when it gets really hot.
Yeah. And we're already at like 104 and stuff. And people are already dying in Texas from heat strokes and whatnot.
Yeah, I heard
horrible.
Death Valley, which is like between California and Nevada, question mark, is like 135 Fahrenheit.
That's crazy.
And people are going out there to just experience the heat. Why?
See, here's what I think about that. If you go out to a place where you know it's already hot or dangerous, you should have to sign a waiver where you cannot call EMS to come and rescue you, because that should not be the responsibility of EMS to come out there and save your stupid ass if you know it's already hot.
I mean,
it's crazy.
I think legally they have to, but you're onto something.
No, I don't think you should be. I think you should, if you go out there, you should have to sign a waiver.
With sharks, you know?
Yeah. It's like the submersible.
Okay,
that's all
and
I'm
you know
saying.
what? The fun thing about being gone for a month is that so much has happened.
That's very true.
And that feels like it was years ago.
Well, since you have been gone for a month, because she was the reason for our break, which was very much so needed.
I needed
but
it.
So you went somewhere. How was your month off from me?
I've been doing some traveling.
Did you miss me?
I missed you a lot.
Aw, thanks.
Even though you didn't miss me, you just missed the podcast. I also missed the podcast.
I kind of saw your story, so it was like,
Yeah, I decided to keep everyone up to date.
Yeah.
I started. This feels like so long ago.
It really does, yeah.
I started in Buffalo. Mind
New
you,
York.
everyone, I've been saying that I was like, fuck y'all, I don't care what y'all are doing next summer, but I'm going to Europe. I've been manifesting that for myself.
True.
And we made it happen. True. My friend was getting married in Buffalo, New York.
Because remember, everybody was supposed to have been already married, and clearly she keeps going to fucking new weddings.
I have a fucking wedding today, and I don't know what's going on.
See?
I know. Stop getting married. All right? We're done. Go to the courthouse. Went to Buffalo. Well, I went to, remember those fires in Canada?
Yeah.
And all the smoke was in New York.
Was it like that when you went there?
Bitch, scurry. It was scurry. So I thought, I was like, is the wedding going to be canceled? What's going on? I have asthma. I don't know how the fuck that's supposed to work. Flew out there anyway. Most of the smoke was cleared, but it was still like this spooky, ominous sky. Have you ever been to Buffalo, New York?
No. My aunt lives there. My cousin lives there.
I don't know that I would say like, go.
Okay.
I don't know how it is normally when I was there. Did you watch The Last of Us, right?
Oh, of course.
You know how the cities look like?
Yeah.
And that's what this felt like.
Oh, gosh. That's horrible.
Nary a person in the downtown. It was very strange.
Really?
I feel like the only people in Buffalo are people who, like, grew up in Buffalo and ended up in Buffalo.
I hope you didn't bring nothing back.
Like spooky?
No, like cooties.
Oh, no.
From whatever this stuff
Well, even
is.
if I did, I took them to Europe and they're over there now.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I did see Niagara Falls, which is so cool. But beautiful. I went to the U.S. side. I didn't even go to the Canada side, and that's supposed to be the cool side.
Yeah, much cooler. Everything's much cooler in Canada.
I know. I got stuck on this landmass side, and I had buffalo wings. And I don't even like regular buffalo wings. I like boneless, but I just like did my little adult thing, grew up, got over it, and ate the bone-in wings.
I was gonna say, because aren't buffalo wings just wings with buffalo sauce on it?
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay.
But they're from Buffalo, New York, so you had to get buffalo wings.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Got some flats, got some drumsticks.
Never do that. I didn't eat buffalo wings when I was a meat eater, so
really, I hate buffalo wings with the bone in. It's gross to me, like chewing on a bone of something. It's disgusting.
Well, ma'am, that's what being a carnivore is about.
Yeah, but it's kind of like when you're rich and you're doing fucked up things to fuck over the lower class, but you don't really see it, and then someone puts you in the hood, and you're like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see.
That turned dark very fast.
Yeah. You're like, okay. I know what I'm doing, but I don't want to be reminded of it in my face.
Okay.
Like, I know I'm eating an animal, but I don't want to be like gnawing on the bone.
That's the best kind, especially when you see a fat chicken running around. Like, God damn, you'll be good and taste it. I mean, I don't know. I'm not vegetarian, but before. Especially like a pig, yes.
Ooh. I do like a pig.
That's what I'm saying. A fat pig, you'd be like, God damn, that's some good ass bacon.
Anyway, go to Wingnuts if you're in Buffalo. That show is delicious. 10/10 recommend. Buffalo, 210 recommend as a city.
Okay. To everybody that listened to us in Buffalo, that was the words of Fowler, not of Fleming. Thank you very much for supporting us.
Listen to her part of the podcast.
Right.
From Buffalo, flew to JFK. JFK, you've got to do something about the prices in that place. I paid $30 for a sandwich, a bag of chips, and a bottle of water.
Now, you were crazy to do that.
I was so hungry.
Where did you buy that from?
The airport.
Like an actual restaurant or just
no,
like one of the little kiosks?
A little kiosk.
See, that's why they got you. Got you,
fuckers.
Bitch.
Anyway, flew to London. Love that place. Would go back right now. Cool. If you said let's go to London, I'd be like,
we wanted to go to London when we were in Paris, but it was going to cost us $400 for just a day train to go over there. And I was like, hell no. We'll catch you next time, London.
Yeah, no. Loved London. Did that for a few days. Stayed in a hostel. Don't do that.
You look more African American.
Oh, I've been in the sun. Literally, all I did was stay in the sun.
Yeah.
Because after London, that's when we did like the fun stuff. We went to Paris for a couple days. Mm-hmm. They hate Americans, and I know everyone says that, and I truly believe that with my heart. My biggest fear was getting denied from a club in Paris. Like,
I'm sorry, did you lose anything while you were over there?
Shockingly, no.
I was going to say.
Yes, I did. I lost one thing.
What was it?
But that was it. We had this birthday banner that my cousin made because we were celebrating birthdays. And I was like, I just have to get it to Nice, which is in the south of France.
Yeah.
It went to Buffalo. It went to London. It went everywhere. Mm-hmm. We got to Nice. I had it. I get to the house the next day and we're like, where's the poster?
I'm just glad you didn't lose your cell phone.
Oh, I thought I was going to lose my passport, cell phone. Oh, bitch, I didn't fucking tell you.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Y'all, it's all coming back. So we land in Buffalo, right? I'm about to leave on a trip to Europe for 4 weeks. I land in Buffalo, New York. I go to get lunch with my friend. I get a text. Fraudulent activity on your account.
Oh, no.
My shit sure did get fucking canceled.
No way. Is this a card that you were going to use?
Yep, sure was.
Oh, shit.
And I called and I was like, okay, yeah, I need a new card. And she was like, okay, yeah, we'll send it to the house. I said, you can't send it to my house. I'm about to leave the country for 4 weeks. She goes, well, we can send it to wherever you are. I said, no, you can't because I'm moving every 3 days.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I'm sorry. I was like, there's nothing. She was like, there's nothing we can do. My shit got canceled the day before I was.
So what did you do?
Thankfully, Europe is all like Apple Wallet, mobile pay based, so that was okay. But then I had this large check that I was going to put in my account for this trip, and I hadn't done it because I was just running all these errands before we left for New York. Mm-hmm. I knew I could mobile deposit, so it was going to be a good idea, or it wasn't a bad idea. It wasn't going to be a big deal. Anyway,
all right, we get it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I couldn't deposit it when all the fraud shit was going on. Whatever, I had some money in my account, so it wasn't a big deal. We get to London. I deposit the mobile check and it says, okay, give us a day. Well, I'm 7 hours earlier there. So like every time I try to catch it, it was like, couldn't call the bank, whatever. I Try to deposit it again. It didn't go through. It keeps kicking it back. And I call and they're like, oh yeah, your account was flagged for fraudulent activity. I said, no, I'm aware. We've taken care of that. I'm trying to cash the check. And they're like, oh, okay, well, your accounts are frozen because of the fraudulent activity.
Jesus,
and because you've tried to deposit this check from 3 different places in the last 2 days. And I was like, yes, because I'm traveling. I was in Buffalo. I was in New York City. Now I'm in London. I've tried to deposit the check multiple times. So they're like, oh no, we keep canceling it. I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh,
so we finally get that all canceled. I go, and then because the check's been like, I don't know, fucking folded in my purse and shit, it won't take the picture of it. We finally get the picture of it. I call, I say, hey, I sent the picture again. It's not working. And they're like, oh, you and your mom's name is on the check. I said, yes. And we both endorsed it on the back. Like, that's what you do with checks that aren't yours. And they're like, well, we can't deposit it because her name's not on your account. Why would her name need to be on the account? That's why her name's on the back of the fucking check. And I was like, okay, so what do I need to do? So then I need to call my mom, get her on my account.
Oh my God.
Again, 7 hours ahead.
I was gonna say, was this like day 1, day 2?
This is like day 3. I had no money. It was a fucking mess. And so finally that check gets cashed. So that was like the front of the trip. That was how we like started.
And I'm stuck overseas for a month.
Yeah, truly.
Oh my God.
So we did London, we did Paris for a couple days. Biggest fear is getting denied from a club. I've heard horror stories, and I just like don't speak French, A, and don't like being embarrassed, B.
Yeah.
So of course we walk up to a club, and he's like, "Not tonight, not tonight,
Ooh,
not tonight." I said, "To me, not tonight, to me."
I'm an American.
Yeah, I was like, "You, sir, I don't know if you know how this works, but I'm very popular in San Antonio, Texas, so you can fuck right off." And he was like, "I think y'all would be more comfortable at the bar down the street."
Ooh.
Fuck you. Also, you know what the bar down the street was? A bunch of fucking black people.
Ooh,
and I was like,
you racist
first of all,
piece of shit.
We would be more comfortable there. It looks lit as fuck. Second of all, line was too long. We didn't go.
Damn, not tonight.
I know. I was like, I've never been not tonighted.
I want you to know I'm very popular in San Antonio.
I'm a San Antonio 10, asshole. Paris, and then we went to Nice, and we spent the most time there, south of France. It was beautiful.
How was the food?
Good.
Because when I went to Paris, the food was disgusting.
Why?
All I ate was pizza the whole entire time.
We ate a bunch of pasta, and I drank a lot. I drank more than I ate for sure, so I can't even really tell you.
Wow, I'm so surprised.
I know, shocker.
You drink? No.
I know. The food was fine. I mean, we ate a bunch of croissants and baguettes and shit. There's nowhere to get
macaroons.
You know what? I didn't have a macaroon.
Really? How do you go to Paris and not have a macaroon?
Interesting. I don't know.
We at least got some when we went. They were nasty, but whatever.
Really?
I don't like them.
Oh.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because they don't use artificial sugar. That's why.
Yeah.
And
but I will say the whole time I was in Europe, my stomach didn't hurt. I was never bloated. I felt fucking great.
Because you were eating actual organic food.
I know. I hate this country.
Yeah.
South France is beautiful. Everyone should go. Cool beach town. Loved it. Was out in the sun the whole time. Got my ass handed to me by the water. The waves are they were so strong.
Please tell me you have video of
Have
this.
you ever had a thought? Do you swim a lot?
I used to when I was in Florida.
Okay. Did you ever, when the waves are bad and you have this thought that it's like, I'm one cramp or like being a little tired away from just like
being floated away.
Absolutely. Scariest feeling in the world. And you're like, you got to make or break. It's like, it's a rock beach, first of all. So it's not like sand. There's just huge rocks under your feet. The waves are crashing. The current is so strong. By the time you kind of get your bearings trying to get out, the tide goes out. It takes all those rocks with it. So all the rocks come out from under your feet and it takes you. It was gross.
Okay, no, I wouldn't do that.
I've never been less attractive in my life than when I was trying to get out of this water. And I could tell your titties coming out of your bathing suit top. You're like... It was awful.
Watch, you're gonna end up on TikTok in like 2 weeks.
Probably. Like, look at these dumbass girls trying to get out of the water.
This American was struggling to get out of the water.
Where did we go after that? Nice to Positano in Italy. That shit was beautiful, but there were so many steps I wanted to kill myself. It's all steps.
Yeah.
It said it was a 20-minute walk. It was a 1,600-foot elevation. So it's just 20 minutes straight up like this.
We went to the Arc de Triomphe, and it was like 270 some odd steps. We didn't know this because we thought we bought the passes for the elevator. We did, but the elevator was supposedly not working.
They're
that
like, American elevators won't
but
work.
this lady in a wheelchair mysteriously got a damn elevator, and I'm like, can't you tell I got a handicap? It's called obesity, okay? Bitch, we had me and my mom, okay, mind you, my mom is in her mid-70s. She was climbing up the stairs better than me. And I had to take multiple breaks. I was like, bitch, I ain't got the knees for the Arc de Triomphe. What the hell? Yeah, it was horrible.
So there's this huge we stayed Positano's down here. We stayed at a little town like higher up in the hills, and there's this huge walking trail. It's called Path of the Gods, and Sophia was one of the first days we were there. She was like, we have to take it at least once. Like, we have to do this path down into the city. We're like, okay, whatever. It was horrible, and we were going down, so we're like, we're never gonna do that again. So we went to a beach club. We were there all day, drinking, having fun, out in the sun. It was time to go. And the way that we were gonna have to get back to our Airbnb or hotel, whatever, was take a boat to the dock, then walk back up this huge hill, then take a bus that's so crowded and packed, and it's so hot there. And it was gonna take like 2 hours. Yeah. And I was like, we're right by our town. We just have to go back up the hill. It'll probably be fine. And one of the other girls was like, it's a 20-minute walk. I just mapped it. It's going to be fine. Well, it was back up that fucking Path of the Gods. Yo.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Awful. We're drunk. We're dehydrated. We're climbing up. People are looking at us like we're crazy because everyone's coming down. We're going up.
Like, why are y'all going up there?
It is hot. We climbed higher than the Empire State Building.
Y'all look crazy.
It was awful. And so like I was with 2 other girls and they're like, we're going to die. And I just like... It felt like being in acute care when you're just like, you're so, you know, the numbers look bad and but you're halfway to the bed and you're like, we're so close. You're doing so good. We're almost there. You've done like, that's how I felt the entire fucking time. Awful.
No, ma'am.
Horrible.
I don't go with anybody who likes to hike. If you bring hiking shoes, I'm not going.
I don't know why I keep ending up on these fucking hikes.
It's because you have white friends.
That's true.
That's why.
Very good point. I saw Selena Gomez while I was in Paris.
Cool beans.
She is beautiful.
Did you take a picture with her?
No.
Oh.
I respect celebrities' privacy.
Really? You just stalked them in the States?
I was just too far away. Yeah, and I stalked them in the States. I saw her at a Zara, and her face looks photoshopped in person. It's perfect.
They probably have expensive makeup, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, or just like great plastic surgery. But that was a highlight.
That's
we
cool.
went to Rome. Loved Rome.
Cool beans. Was the food good in Rome?
Yeah, it was delicious actually.
Probably better than Paris, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, I think Paris had they had one. We went to one good restaurant there, but it was pasta.
Did you go to the Chipotle in Paris?
No, I'm sure you went there though.
Of course I did. It was
I
good.
did get McDonald's in Paris. I got McDonald's in every fucking city.
McDonald's, they have potato wedges at in what you call it?
Nice.
Like they have the wedges at McDonald's and they don't have wedges at the KFC.
Interesting.
Ask me how I know, because we went there in the.
So if you ever need fast food recommendations in Europe,
Champs-Elysees. We went to all the American restaurants at the Champs-Elysees, which was just KFC.
We need to go on you and me. I'll plan us a trip and you can redeem yourself, but we don't need to go to Paris.
Yeah, no, we're not. I'm not traveling anywhere internationally with you.
Why?
White safety. You've talked about it multiple times.
It works out. I made it back alive.
I need to be able to be in the United States. But yeah, we can plan a trip. We should. We did take this show on the road.
Jillian that I was with, because I do practice white safety, but it's just because I live under the blanket of the Lord. Like I'm
the blanket of the Lord.
Blessed and highly favored. So we're walking around. We're trying to find we're meeting Sophia. We have reservations, but she's running late. And so there's like promoters and stuff walking around, and he was like, hey, like, do you guys want drinks? Do you want da-da-da-da? And I was like, yeah, what do you have? And he's like, it's right down this alley and to the left. Like, we're just gonna, and I was like, okay, like, let's go. And my friend was like, I don't think we should walk into an alley with this guy. Yeah. And I was like, I mean, he's offering free alcohol.
See, this is why I won't go anywhere with you.
But I'm like, this is what Sixth Street was. This was my whole childhood growing up. It's just like, you ladies want free drinks? Follow me into this weird, uncrowded bar.
And then you're gonna get kidnapped, and it's gonna be a whole nother.
It's worked out.
What was the movie with the roach in the ear in Thailand when they
Broke Down Palace?
Yep. Listen. You won't Broke Down Palace me, Bucko.
No, I refuse. That was I didn't want to get arrested in that country.
No.
Rome was cool. Barcelona, I fucking love. Would go back tomorrow. Lived out my cheetah girl dreams.
Cool beans.
Barcelona's like a Spanish Miami.
Oh, that's good.
Everyone's young.
Did you try to speak Spanish while you were there?
Yeah, but they don't speak Spanish. They speak Catalan, which is like
what is that?
French Spanish combined.
You're doing too much.
Yeah,
pick one. Pick one. You can't do that.
After that, we did Mallorca, beautiful island in Spain.
I'm so happy for you that you took this trip of like, this is the stuff that you're supposed to do as a young adult. You're supposed to go and travel the world and get a new perspective at this age before you turn 30. Because once you're 30, you're old.
Yeah.
And speaking as an almost 40-year-old. You're welcome. But I'm telling you that light bulb, you better take this trip. I'm glad that you took the trip before the light bulb came on.
Yeah.
Because there's another light bulb that's coming in 10 years.
No, I'm done.
No,
I've
trust
had
me.
it.
There's a light bulb that's halfway on for me.
No, I had a great time. There were 7 of us traveling together, so I was waiting.
That's a good group.
I was waiting for some shit to pop off, but nothing popped off.
That's good. See, that's how you know that that's your inner circle there. Because remember we talked about that last time where I was like...
Yeah, you told me I was going to shed my friends again.
You are. I mean, you may. It just depends. But the fact, if y'all can travel overseas and be together for a month, those are your friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's your family at this point. You're not shedding probably anymore.
That's good.
Maybe.
I'm happy
Maybe
with that.
in your 40s you may. Who knows? But
yeah. I don't think I will take this long of time to travel ever again. Like,
You're ready to come back home?
I was... Y'all, I know we say American ain't shit, and I'm not saying I disagree.
It ain't shit, but it's an ancient place I would stay.
Central air conditioning is a really nice thing to have.
How hot was it over there?
Hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't as hot as it is here, but there's no AC anywhere, so there's no reprieve from the heat, which sucks. And then they don't believe in ice over there.
You didn't take a fan with you?
No, of course not. I packed in a carry-on. I could barely fit all the shit. Bitch, I packed for 4 weeks in a carry-on. I know. Who am I?
What were you just washing your drawers out and stuff?
Yes, washing everywhere. I've had so much iced coffee and iced water since I've gotten home. It's ridiculous.
You're probably so dehydrated.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they like don't believe in water over there. It's just wine. I had so much sangria. You could probably cut me open and I taste like red wine.
Yeah, no. That's weird.
I am happy to be home.
That's good.
I missed Hulu, Netflix, AC, ice water, iced coffee, Mexican food. Oh, I had Mexican food right when I got home.
Really?
Whataburger.
I'm glad you took that trip.
Thanks. I feel good. I feel a renewed sense of self. I just needed to be my best me is like a tan me, access to water me, drunk me.
I tanned you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm feeling good. I only blacked out once, which I think.
Well, at least you had 6 other people there to help you through that process, Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
I think that's all I can say on the podcast of all the stories that happened, but.
Yeah, please don't release anything that's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
So you're welcome, everyone who follows me on social media and got to come along on that trip. I will be taking an extended time off from leaving the house.
Yeah, right. You're going to a wedding today.
I am, but that's, I truly believe after today, I can be home for a while. I give myself 2 weeks.
Now, right. I give you till tomorrow.
I'm trying really hard to not go anywhere for the next 6 months.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why are you lying to yourself? Because that's not possible. But good luck with that.
Because I want it to happen. It's called manifesting. Anyway, everyone go to Europe. It's really nice.
Yeah. It's good to have a different perspective and get out of your bubble of America.
It was nice just to be like, oh, this is how other people live, which is, there's a lot of crazy things about Europe. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like people are okay with having, quote unquote, like normal, regular jobs. Like, not everyone's in this rat race to like move up and do all these things. The pace of life is very slow and calm. And it's just like, the dinners do take 3 hours and everyone's just kind of chilling and walking around and everyone enjoys being outside. And I don't know. It's walkable cities. I miss a walkable city.
I don't.
You don't like to walk?
No. Look at me.
I know that's true. It's nice to eat and then go and walk so you don't feel like shit. And it's nice to be like, oh, I need something from the grocery store. Let me just run down the street. No?
I think it's more comfortable to be gluttonous as possible and be super full and then drive home and go straight to sleep.
I think you're in the right country. I think you should stay here.
I'm in the country of fat asses.
Yeah, you're in the there's no obese people in Europe.
You can't. You're walking everywhere. You're sweating because you don't have AC.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which is why I was like, I called an Uber for a 5-minute walk in Paris and I did not care. Well, and no one is ever going to shame me into feeling bad about that.
No, I think so. Sophia added it up and she walked 159 miles while we were there. I went a week early and I stayed a week late. So I'm going to put myself like 200 miles that I walked.
Good for you.
No.
And I will not do that.
I'll never do it again.
Not me and my friends. Absolutely not. Well, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're safe. Glad you didn't get stuck over there because then it'll be very difficult trying to replace you. So,
That's true.
Especially with somebody with an F name.
I know.
That'd be really weird.
It's very limiting.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Well, this episode is going to be a little bit longer, y'all, because again, we're back and we're going to try to give y'all 2 episodes today. So this may be broken up in a part 1 and part 2, but we will probably more than likely release them together.
Oh, wait.
Right?
I have a couple questions really quick.
Sure.
Why does everyone at the airport carry a tennis racket? Have you ever noticed that?
No.
I saw so many people with tennis rackets hanging out of their bags.
Well, it's Wimbledon right now.
You think that's why?
I've never noticed that.
Oh, I noticed it this time.
I've noticed guitars. People have guitars all the time.
A what?
A guitar.
A guitar?
What did I say?
Guitar.
That's what it's called, a guitar.
I don't know what you're saying.
A guitar.
A guitar.
Right, a guitar. A guitar. That's what it's called, a guitar. Anyway, they have an instrument that's made out of wood and strings. Anyway.
Oh my God. That Europe has a lot more male flight attendants than we do.
Oh, really?
I don't know why that is. Because how many? I don't see many male flight attendants in the States.
Well, because probably Americans have this whole big, oh, that's gay, you know.
Maybe.
And over in Europe, they don't do all that shit. Like,
yeah.
They're probably just gender neutral.
Also, all the flight attendants, the women, why do we make them look so matronly? Why are flight attendant uniforms still like starched and gross and down to your knees?
Because
and the shoes are ugly.
Because they're in a business of service. So that's why.
I'm like, you can look hot and still serve me my freaking white wine.
I mean, that's a question you have to ask like Delta or something.
You know what? Maybe I will.
Yeah. Delta, let us know, why do you do that? I don't know.
Anyway, you can go on. I've just had those.
No, you're good. We're going to split this episode up into 2 episodes, but we probably will more than likely drop both of them at the same time just because y'all have been waiting for content. So we want to be able to give y'all a part 1, part 2. So if we pause and then come back, you'll know it's the second episode. Anyway, so that's how we'll go. Are you ready to get on into the episode?
I'm scared. I don't remember half the shit, but yeah, let's do
Jesus.
it.
Well, I will tell you this. Since you were overseas, people probably want to know, did you go over there in order to go to the Beyonce concert, to the Renaissance tour? So did you do that to go over there? What?
Surprisingly, no, I did not. But everyone was over there for the Louis Vuitton show.
Oh yeah, I did
see
that.
So the day after I left Paris,
yeah,
Beyonce, LeBron, Jay-Z, Rihanna, A$AP Rocky,
yeah,
everyone was there.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like they were avoiding me.
I definitely think so. Well, yeah. I've seen. I feel like I've been to the whole concert. I don't need to go at this point because everybody's ruining it for the people that are getting ready to. I hope she does something completely different when she gets to the States.
Yeah, she's been changing her outfits up. I do know.
Yeah,
that.
The one thing I do hate though, and we haven't been able to say this because of course we're gone for a month. To every adult who has been talking shit about Blue Ivy, a fucking 11-year-old child
who's killing it, by the way,
whose mama is a billionaire, whose daddy is a billionaire separately, and y'all have been talking about this child and her dancing ability. Y'all deserve to go on a full scholarship straight to hell. Like, I just don't understand how you as an adult could ever fix your mouth to tell an 11-year-old girl, you too stiff, your mama's Beyonce, you need to do better. Now if Blue Ivy would have came out there twerking, half naked, y'all would have been like, now Beyonce, how dare you? This girl is fully.
She does.
You can't even see Blue Ivy's neck. Okay.
Also, it's a full concert, a performance. Right. She's with these people who have been dancing their entire lives.
Let's see you get up in front of 75,000 people and dance without being stiff. Let's see y'all do it. The people who have the most criticism about Blue Ivy, I want to see y'all fat asses, y'all non-rhythm having asses, get up on a stage in front of a crowd of 50,000, 75,000 people and do what Blue Ivy does.
She could have gone out there and done the "My name is Van Van, I like to rap," and I still would have been excited.
She could have went out there and thinking up every morning, thinking about so many things. Like, come on. Like, I've just never seen so many grown adults have so many different opinions about an 11-year-old who y'all don't even have access to. Like, she's the richest 11-year-old.
Always talking shit. Remember when she was ugly and she looked like Jay-Z?
Listen, I would love to look like Jay-Z if my daddy was a billionaire.
Like, exactly.
Y'all, show y'all ugly ass kids. Y'all be talking about everybody else, celebrity kids. Show y'all ugly ass kids. Let's do that. Keep kids off limits. Can we just do that, please? Good night. Anyway, but thank you for the people who are posting the videos because I feel like I'm there.
I know, it looks awesome.
I have to buy a ticket.
But I'm not paying. I don't have money to pay for that shit.
I do have money to pay for it. The only reason why I will never go to a Beyonce, I won't say never, why I will not pay to go to a Beyonce concert is simply because everybody in those stands are singing louder than Beyonce. Yeah. And if I'm going to pay money to see Beyonce, I only want to hear her. I want everybody else to shut the fuck up.
I feel like you're paying to experience the concert and to be able to say that you went to the concert.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I just want.
You're gonna have to wait for like 40 years from now when she doesn't come back, like low tour.
Yeah,
like
very
small
true.
Venues.
Very true. Because I'm not like, I don't want you singing louder and then people. To me, like the crowds, there's like most of the places are like open arenas and it just seems hot and sweaty. I don't like.
And
people
everyone's
like that.
going all out.
Yeah.
It's
Costumes
like the Taylor Swift tour too. People are doing the fucking most for that shit.
You're singing louder than her.
I know. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But
yeah, no, I don't like concerts. I like very small, intimate concerts, like Jill Scott will know because Jill Scott, she's on tour, and I think her tours are probably super huge right now. But yeah, if you're trying to sing louder than the person that's on stage, you got a problem. I don't want you singing
So you
along.
want an older demographic. You want people who are just there to kind of like sway to the music. No one's getting drunk and twerking in the crowd.
Right. And I don't want you, let me hear you. No, bitch, you sing. Because I didn't pay to come here and sing.
Have you seen the videos of the Drake tour that he just kicked off?
No.
It looks cool. Him and 21 Savage.
Oh, they're going. Oh, because they do have an album together, right?
21.
Can you do something for me? That's interesting. Well,
Drake gives me the ick a lot of the time now. I don't know what the shift has been.
he's trying too hard.
And just like, you're old, you have a kid, you can be old and have a kid. Like, go sit down, keep releasing the music.
Isn't he probably your same age?
There's no way Drake is my age.
Oh.
Hey Siri, how old is Drake? He's like 30 something. 36. He's your age, bitch.
I'm not 36. I wish.
Oh, well.
I'm 36 and a half. Well, speaking of concerts and things of that nature, of course, everybody is, I know y'all have already talked about it, and I got sick of seeing it on social media too, but again, we've been on a hiatus, so we're going to talk about it, motherfuckers. Anyway, so you know how Usher has his residency in Vegas, and so...
Dude, everyone's been going to that Usher
because it
concert.
seems amazing. See, now I would go to that because I feel like with his concert, he's not asking you to participate, except for on the stripper piece, like, what y'all know about that part where the strippers like clapping their legs. And I'm just like, damn, she looks amazing. Anyway.
But people aren't like planning these crazy outfits
Yeah.
and having choreography
Yeah.
and doing all this crazy shit for the Usher residency.
Yeah, Usher, I think it's like,
people who
it's just
love
a
Usher.
different vibe. It's a totally different
Yeah.
vibe. Plus, too, Beyonce's Renaissance tour is for the gays.
It's for the gay. I was just about to say, it's for the camp.
They're not going to sit there and just
No.
they want to be involved. They want to
That
be on
whole-
stage.
this album was
voguing.
for the gays.
Exactly. So you
like,
can't
they can
just
have
sit
it,
down.
and y'all can have it.
That is very true. But yeah, so of course in social media news a couple weeks ago, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Keke Palmer went to Usher's residency tour in Vegas, and so, or not tour, but residency in Vegas. And of course, she just had a baby. Her body looks amazing. She was in this very, to me, I felt like adult appropriate outfit for
She
a
was
concert.
in a post-baby sexy outfit.
Absolutely. And then her boyfriend, which again, we don't know his name anyway, but
Darius.
he got, of course, a little bit upset the fact that she had on this outfit, and you know, everybody made a big thing about it on social media. Here's what I do think, in defense of this guy, and I'm not defending him really technically because I'm about to tear him to shreds, but I do think we need to take into account this, right? Or he needs to take into account, not us, because we're not dating Keke Palmer. I believe that it is probably very difficult to date a celebrity. Okay.
100%.
And if you are not secure in yourself as a woman, as a man, to be able to see your partner on screen dancing with other people, kissing on other people, that's a huge problem. Like, I feel like, do you ever watch Tyler Perry's Sisters, the show Sisters or Zatima?
No.
Okay, so there's this couple. There's this couple that's on social media. They're known for just having just their family, DeVal and Kadeen Ellis, right?
Oh, I do know them.
Right. So DeVal is on Tyler Perry's Sisters as well as Tyler Perry's Zatima, and so he's dating Fatima on the show. And so, of course, they have to do like sex scenes and kiss each other and all that kind of stuff. But his wife and his TV girlfriend, basically, or fiance, they have a relationship outside of the actual show itself. Because when you're in the industry, you know that sex scenes are really not sexy. You got a bunch of people there. You got to move different places. Like, it takes a long time to film a sex scene, right? And so, like, if she were not, his wife, Kadeen, if she were not secure in, number one, their marriage, number two, her, who she is as a person, and who she is to her husband, I can understand if she would be feeling intimidated, like, oh my God, there's this beautiful woman that's kissing up on my husband, and that's his job. Like, oh my God, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think it's very difficult for people to be in relationships who are not known. And especially, too, I think some people who are in relationships with celebrities and they're not known, they do have a secret desire to be known. And so they look at you like, well, I get it, you're famous, but what about me? Mm-hmm. Well, bitch, what about you? You're not Keke Palmer. So I think you need to bag back.
Who is one of the most underrated celebrities of all time?
For me?
No, I think just in general, she is very underrated.
Oh, absolutely. But I don't know that she's underrated. I feel like Keke Palmer gets, maybe just because I grew up with her, or she, because she's younger than me, but I feel like my generation gives Keke Palmer the respect that she deserves.
No, I just feel like she should be so much bigger than she is. Like,
you don't think she's like?
I do think she's. I just feel like she should be on talk shows, like having her own talk show.
She had two.
Where are they?
Well, I mean, they canceled them because but she had a talk show by herself, and then she was on with Sarah and Michael Strahan and the other girl.
I just feel like she needs her own. I know she does so good on everything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, why doesn't she have more? Anyway, loved her on Insecure. All that to say, her outfit wasn't super revealing.
No,
She
it
was.
wasn't.
It was long sleeve. They were sheer sleeves. The dress was long, but she had a bodysuit under, so you couldn't see anything. Also, why do you feel the need to tweet that? This is your baby mama / your girlfriend. Why isn't that a text?
Because he probably texted to her and she ignored him.
Probably. So I'm like, we don't need to be privy to that.
Let me tell you who I think has the prime relationship that most celebrities need to follow. Okay, and this is going to be a little controversial, but it's okay. So Queen Latifah has never. I'm just saying.
Did not think that was going to
Exactly. So Queen Latifah, I don't think has ever confirmed or denied that she is either married. First of all, she has never confirmed or denied her sexuality. I don't care how much she marries gay people. She has never outright come out and said, I am gay or whatever my sexuality is. And I love that for her because she keeping her business to herself. Number two, you see her on the red carpet with Ebony, right? Who is an amazing choreographer and, creative director and everything. Even though they are together, they could be holding hands. Ebony is right there. She don't acknowledge Ebony on the red carpet. And you know what Ebony does? She does not tweet nothing about their relationship. She's like, I am comfortable in knowing who I am. I know who Queen Latifah is or is not to me because it hasn't been confirmed. And she plays her role. And I think you have to be secure. Like, this is a business space. Yes, we're on a red carpet. Yes, we're out in public. But this is a business space. This is not where we're going to air our laundry. Now, whatever you have to say behind the scenes, then you say that behind the scenes. We ain't going to tweet shit out. You ain't going to be allowed to do none of that stuff. People need to be more like Stedman and Ebony. You are secure in your relationships. You know what's going on. And you keep your mouth closed. And I think this dude, whomever he is, because nobody would know who he is, unless he's Keke Palmer's boyfriend,
Dro's brother.
We didn't even know that until the last part, But
thoughts just surely did flow right out of my head. And 5, 6,
people
7.
need to keep their business to themselves.
People need to realize that what you say on the internet, everyone sees, and when you're not regular like normal people,
exactly,
that's her whole. That could be one bad thing. That's her whole fucking career. That's her money. That's your baby's money now. You idiot. Keep it to yourself.
But also too, I think you have to understand who you're dating. Keke Palmer is protected by a generation of people, not just black people.
You didn't think we were all gonna, you know who's gonna come for you? The fucking toxic ass men, the fucking 5 of them on the internet, and then everyone else was gonna stand behind Keke Palmer.
You can't come for Akeelah and the Bee, okay? Queen Latifah's niece on
True Jackson VP, ma'am.
Exactly. On Barbershop 2. You can't come for her. So I don't know why you thought we were gonna be like
Akeelah and the
That's right. She should dress more like a mom. Like, what does a mom dress
because
like?
guess what? The people who have loved her the longest are her same damn age, going through the same damn thing, and they were like, I wish I was shaking my ass at Usher in that nice ass sheer dress.
But you know what I think too is a bigger conversation? I think a bigger conversation is the fact that this woman just gave birth to a whole human being and could literally be somewhere depressed, suicidal, going through postpartum depression. But instead, pregnancy has done this amazing thing to her, this amazing thing to her body, and she's flaunting that this is the other side of pregnancy that a lot of women don't, number one, that a lot of women don't get to go through, but also two, that a lot of women don't get to share either. So the fact that people can look at pregnancy in a different light to say, you know what, it doesn't have to all be postpartum depression, but that is real as well too. But there is another side to pregnancy that gives you this shift and this boost of energy and how you're coming for that. Because what if she was in the house depressed and everything and going through postpartum depression? Would you tweet about that, sir? Probably not.
Would you get out of those sweatpants? You're a mom.
You're a mom. Get out of the sweatpants. Get out of the house. You're in the dark.
He was just mad because his ass had to stay at home.
Yeah, exactly. And because he got mad because she was grinding on Usher. Here's the thing. It's Usher.
It's Usher. That's a hall pass for anyone.
Exactly.
Usher Raymond, give me a break.
Usher's not trying to, he ain't checking for Keke Palmer. And Keke Palmer ain't checking for Usher
also,
like that.
sir, she was just in those interviews talking about how much she liked you when she met you at that party and you guys just clicked and that's why she had your baby. Get over it.
Yeah, it's that people are weird, but I love this part of Keke Palmer. I love the fact that she's showing.
They unfollowed each other on social media, by the way.
Well, good, because she need to know. Listen, he ain't for you. Just because y'all had a baby, don't mean you got to be together. Y'all just enjoyed having sex. Let it go. Let's normalize having good friends with benefits and leaving them the fuck alone. Even if you got a baby, you ain't got to be together.
Even if you got a baby, she can take care of that baby. She's making money.
Who is he?
Who am I?
Petey Pablo. Well, what were we talking about Britney Spears? Speaking of relationships, what were we talking about Jonah Hill?
Okay.
Let's go there first.
First of all, I think Jonah Hill just had a baby.
Okay.
Now
He didn't have a baby, but his
he didn't have a
spouse-
baby, but his girlfriend had a baby. Anyway, one of his ex-girlfriends just came out. I don't have her name.
Lord.
I should.
It ain't even important.
It's not important. Basically, she released all these text messages and she was like, hey, everyone, actually, Jonah Hill's a piece of shit. So it's all of these texts from him. And he just, remember he had that Netflix show about his therapist, him and his therapist, right? And everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's done all this work, yada, yada, yada. So he's sending these texts to her and it's very much using these therapeutic terms to kind of gaslight her and just about his boundaries. She's a fucking professional surfer. So she's in bikinis all the time. She's hanging out with other surfers. And he was basically saying, like, I don't think you should wear bikinis anymore while you're surfing. I don't want you hanging out with these guys. If while you're surfing, you have all these crazy friends from your past, I don't want you hanging out with them either. And those are my boundaries. So if you can't respect that, then we can't be together.
No, those weren't your boundaries. Those were your insecurities. But okay.
Yeah, I feel like a boundary is like, I don't like when you do this to me.
Because it affects me.
Because it
in this
affects
way.
me. I'm drawing this boundary.
Exactly.
So then, you know, she just was like, I need people to know this narrative. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But she released all these text messages and people were like, Jonah Hill is trash.
Okay, but he's trash, but we're still going to watch his movies. I don't know what. Here's the thing. You as the ex-girlfriend, what does that do for you? I'll wait. What does that do for you as an ex-girlfriend? He's obviously moved on. All it does is make you look desperate and crazy. Well, I just need you to know he's a piece of shit. I'm quite sure we can figure that out by the little hair that he has now. Okay, like the swoop back, like pimped out hair. It's ugly. So why do we need to know that Jonah is a piece of shit? What about him being a piece of shit in real life is going to affect the masses looking at his movies? Probably nothing.
I guess she just needed everyone to know that he's toxic.
Well, I mean, but you left him though, so obviously you're gonna look more toxic by talking about how much of a piece of shit he is.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. That's just crazy.
Just go get healed from that, because you're clearly not healed. The fact that you feel the need to come after him like that, that's weird.
Yeah, so now everyone knows he's a narcissist and crazy and everyone's, you know, on their side. But I'm just like, people are still going to see the movies. People are still going to make him.
Exactly.
Doesn't make it right. Probably you shouldn't use the thousands of dollars you spent in therapy to abuse other people. But who am I?
Here's the thing. All of us have shitty sides to ourselves. All of us do. So you're not absent from it, ma'am. You just displayed it. So let it go.
I think he just really fucked her. Like, she really fucked her up. And she was like, I need people to know.
Heartbreak hurts, man. Hurt people hurt people.
That's true.
I
And
hate
I'm
when
like,
people say that.
and if you're a celebrity, you have to know if you treat people like shit, that's going to come out.
This is why when you're in relationships, NDAs need to be signed. I'm going to just tell you
I'm
this.
saying.
I personally feel like Jay-Z and Beyonce got an NDA between each other. I think Queen Latifah and her significant other, whoever that person
is.
may be, if she even has a significant other, I think they probably got an NDA, because I'm telling you, there were just some households you are not going to see any friction, period. And I love that for them.
I also wouldn't put it past because everyone's
Issa
like,
Rae and her husband, they got an NDA.
we didn't even know he fucking existed.
We still ain't seen him since the wedding. Okay,
The secret wedding in fucking Paris.
Listen, we seen Issa Rae. Nobody has seen Issa Rae's husband since the wedding, and you know what? I
need
love that
proof.
for her.
I need photo proof.
Keep your personal life personal. People don't need to know about you. Kelly Rowland. Nobody see her husband. Where her husband at?
She looked great at the white party though. Did you
That's
see
what
her?
I'm saying. I did, but where's her husband?
Where's her
exactly.
husband?
Keep your husband at the house, Kelly. Don't let nobody see him. Nope.
I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past myself if I dated a celebrity to hold on to these texts, and then when I just felt like it, or when they pissed me off, or when I saw something, I'd be like, you know what? I am gonna post this on Instagram.
Yeah, but you're gonna look childish and crazy.
I don't care. Because guess what? Your career's fucking over for at least a week. Ha, gotcha.
Not really. Shade Room is gonna post it for like an hour, and then people are gonna forget about it because somebody
I'm
else
just
is gonna
saying,
do
because
something
people are
crazy.
like, why did she hold on to these texts? Why is she just releasing them now? And I'm like, maybe she just fucking felt like it.
Oh, here's the thing. Because Royce Reed actually posted something. She's a former Miami Heat dancer, or a former NBA dancer, and she also was on Basketball Wives, but also too, she shares a son with Dwight Howard. And so,
Is she the one who was just like, oh, now you want to be a daddy?
yes, but she's also the one who had probably like 20 cell phones. And so I am like Royce. I keep all receipts for everything. And I don't just keep one receipt, okay? Let me help you understand. There's backups on backups on backups on backups. Okay? Like, I probably got a P.O. box somewhere or like a secret bank. Here you go. There's a USB in there. I don't play around with shit like that. Because when you want to say, well, no, because you said in 1972, oh, no, bitch, let's go back.
No, I agree.
Because I can search. Now, I keep the receipts, but I ain't going to release them. That's going to be for you. Listen, you fuck around, you're going to find out. I'm not going to release them to nobody else, but I'm letting you know I know. Don't let me ruin your life. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna post it.
So yeah, that's what's going on with that.
It depends on what it is. What about Britney Spears? What are we talking about? Britney Spears.
Okay.
I couldn't talk.
We'll start from the start.
Okay.
San Antonio Spurs, maybe you've heard about him.
Yeah,
just
sure.
drafted the number 1 draft pick in the NBA.
Yeah.
Wembanyama.
Mm-hmm.
Love him. Don't know about him. All I know is that he's like 8.5 feet tall. He's black. He's from France.
I love that for him.
Yeah. Big fan. He was out in Vegas ? With all of his security, which like security for someone who's 7 feet tall is hilarious to me because he just like looks on top of all of them.
They can't even protect his head.
Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do? You can only protect his waist down. Britney Spears, it looks like, is in a group of also probably about 4 men, walks up to Wembanyama, taps him on the shoulder allegedly, and gets backhanded by security, is what the story is. Mm-hmm. And there's video footage of this, and people are all upset. How could you hit, like, and I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be hitting people.
But it's Britney Spears.
And it's Britney Spears. Fucking traumatized. She can't catch a break. Also, her book is coming out in October. I'm so excited.
Is it the real her or the AI her?
I don't know. It's probably a ghostwriter, to be honest, but I would just love some tea. And then everyone's saying that it'll never come out because she's going to be hit with so many lawsuits from people who think they're going to talk shit about them.
I'm trying to gag over to her, I'm quite sure.
Yeah, but anyway, that's the big thing that's going on. Everyone's pissed because it's Britney and she got fucking slapped, and you shouldn't be hitting people like that if you're security. And then the other people are mad because they're like, you can't just run up on people. Mm-hmm. So it's been some drama. I think I'm just confused because there's no way she knew who the fuck he was.
Or she could have.
I just don't know. No, I don't believe.
Well, who would she have confused him with?
I think someone was like, "Oh my God, you have to go talk to him. He's famous," or something. Like, "Oh, he's the new whatever basketball player. You gotta go," and that's why she ran up there.
Or she's probably just being a regular white woman in black people's business. Like, hey, this tall guy has security. Let me see who he is.
Yeah, he's probably famous. Yeah,
exactly.
And I'm sure just like everyone's on high alert right now with him because he's like, you know, the number 1 like he's big right now. But I'm just like, girl, there's no way that you have, I don't know. There's something's fishy to me.
But I also think too, okay, and in defense of this guy, because he had his back turned, so to his defense, my question is this. When do we in society get to a point where we stop touching people? Like, I get it that that's probably your way of getting his attention, but if you knew who he was, you would have either called his name or you may have reached out to his security like, hey guy, tall guy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say something shocking, somebody will turn around and say something to you. Because even like the whole Kevin Gates situation, I still personally do not believe Kevin Gates should have went to jail for kicking that girl. I'm just saying. And now people say, well, he didn't have to kick her that hard. You stop touching people. You don't know how people. You don't know.
Is never the answer.
You don't know the trauma behind or the reasonings behind why people do not want to be touched. I don't care if you touch their sneaker. You don't. That's battery. If they do not want you to touch them, that is battery, and you don't get to choose how people respond back to that. We do this in healthcare all the time. When we have to evaluate patients, we ask them for consent. Is it okay if we do this evaluation?
Strong and enthusiastic, yes.
Now we're going to get into the physical part where we're going to test the strength of your arms and legs. I'm going to remove your covers. Is that okay? And then sometimes dementia patients, you remove their covers and they consent to it. And they're like, hey, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And they have that right to do that.
You sign the consent form, sir.
The verbal consent, yeah.
My thing is, okay, so like with the Kevin Gates, it was a fan, right?
It was at his concert. Mm-hmm.
Which, allegedly. Not that I understand more, but I understand like fans just getting excited and doing shit. From my knowledge of famous people aren't just walking around to other famous people being like, hey, what's up? You like send someone over to be like, hey, Britney wants to talk to you. Hey, Britney Spears, shit like that. Right. So I'm like, something's weird. She's also, love the girl, still a little off her rocker.
Yeah, she's coming down off meds, man.
So allegedly. I'm like, I don't know. There's some strange shit going on. But if she wanted to meet him, wouldn't her security people be like, okay, yeah, let me go talk to his security people? They have like a security understanding.
Yeah, meeting.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
How.
Well, somebody said something about, one of my coworkers was talking about how, I guess somebody slowed down the tape and actually saw that she hit her own self in the face or some shit. And I was like, who cares?
Interesting.
I think people need to get, like, stop touching people. Just please stop touching people.
All I know is that poor boy is not to blame. Leave him alone and go spruce.
He's not. Your security hit him and you should blame the security. If the security hit you, you should blame the security and not the person who he's
barely
securing.
Speaks English.
Well, he's doing his job, though, as a security. He don't
Yeah.
know who the hell you are. I mean, security don't know who you are unless you hired him. I mean,
he needs Beyonce security.
listen, Julius,
Well, not on his watch.
not on his watch. Julius will hem you the hell up very quickly, and you won't dare take no lawsuit out on him. Because Julius is on the clock. He's doing his damn job.
Amen,
That's it.
sister.
Julius been doing his job for a very long time. Do he get a vacation? Probably not.
I would say when they do, but no, he's got to go with him.
But that's her cousin, though, right?
Is it really?
I think that's her cousin.
I did not know that.
Ask Siri. Is Julius Beyonce's cousin?
Let's see. I think Siri's gonna mess that up, so I'm just gonna type it in. Maybe when they're like at home in one of their secret houses chilling, he gets a break.
Probably. He's like, God damn, this girl on tour. I gotta get ready. I gotta get in the gym. Because he looks like he's the only security, but he's not. And I love the fact that he's the face of her security because everybody's so focused on Julius, nobody's focused on all the other people. I love that for him.
Bodyguard Julius speaks on relationship with Beyonce.
I thought that was her cousin.
Also, hell of a name, Julius. He's from the Netherlands. He speaks 5 languages.
That's not her cousin.
He is divorced. He has a 4-year-old daughter.
Beyonce, you take him from his child.
I
Oh
know.
my God. I wonder if that was the other little girl that was with Blue Ivy. Probably not. Or
I don't know.
What's the little twin girl's name? Oh, Saint? No, Lord
Chloe
Jesus.
and Halle?
No, Beyonce's twins. What's her twins' names?
Oh, Rumi and Sir.
Which one's the girl?
Rumi.
It was another little girl that was with Jay-Z and I wonder if that was Julius's daughter.
Oh. I don't think that's her cousin.
Okay. Well, never mind. You said he's from the Netherlands, so that's been debunked. Don't worry about it.
But he's been working for them since 2008.
Cool beans.
Julius goes where Beyonce goes. That's what it says.
Listen, he is locked in for life. He ain't never going nowhere. He probably don't even get to spend money.
Did you see the security at Mike Rubin's white party?
Who is Mark Rubin?
Mike Rubin.
Who is that?
He owns like a sports merchant. First of all, he's a billionaire. He's worth like $11 billion. He owns some kind of sports merchandising company. Don't know what that is. Don't really give a shit. But when Meek Mill got out of prison, he's one of the people who started that, like,
prison reform.
That one with Jay-Z and Meek Mill and all of them. He's on that.
Are you sure it's not Mark Rubin who owns the Dallas Mavericks?
That's
Mark Cuban. Don't worry about that.
My brain glitched, but yeah, that's Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban wishes.
You know what I meant. He seems like he likes black people.
He loves to profit off of black people. I do believe that.
He's got a couple black bodies on his team, whatever.
A couple. They do have the whites on the maps. But that's why there were so many sports people, because I think he also owned a couple sports teams.
Oh, okay.
So that's why Beyonce and Jay-Z were there, and the security outside was insane.
Really?
Yeah, insane, because there was every famous person, A-list person at least was there. I wasn't invited, but it's whatever.
I cannot with you. I cannot. I mean,
I'll just say I didn't see Julius, but I'm sure he was there.
Oh, absolutely. I'm quite sure. I'll tell you who else was around who didn't seem to have security, but who had security during his event. Mr. Jamie Foxx.
You know what? That man, I love that he was just like, y'all can fuck right off. I'm not gonna address any of these rumors. I'm just gonna show up on a boat.
I love that for him.
And I'm glad he's doing well. But then did you see all the people who were like, it's a Jamie Foxx lookalike?
Oh, yeah, it's a clone. And they showed some picture of his actual stunt double. And I'm like, yeah, it's a stunt double. That's why.
Yeah. Anyway, Jamie Foxx was hospitalized a month ago?
Yeah, probably like a month and a half.
And no one knew what the fuck was happening. Everyone was like, he's dying. He had a stroke. He'll never walk again. He can't act. Then Corinne came out, his daughter, and was like, hey, we're actually okay. We've been home for a couple days. We're just chilling. Yeah. And now he's on a boat.
But I love that for him because, again, going back to the whole Queen Latifah situation, mind the business that pays y'all. Like, Celebrities do not owe you an explanation as to why they're in the hospital. If they ask for prayer, we've already said on this podcast, if you ask us for prayer and you don't tell us why you need prayer, we ain't praying.
No.
Now, Jamie Foxx may have other different stipulations, okay? But if he didn't even ask you to pray for him, his family did. So you can't get mad at him and be like, Jamie, you owe us an explanation. No, the hell he don't.
No.
Y'all decided to take stories and run with it and speculate. Oh, he was on a movie set. He did this and he had a stroke and he had this. Y'all decided to run with that shit. And you know what he did? That man is living his best life on a fucking yacht while y'all are still trying to figure out, well, what actually happened. He will never tell you. And I hope he never releases it. And if somebody do release his hospital records, you deserve to go to jail for violating HIPAA. So I'm saying.
HIPAA, bitch.
That's right. Because if he want to talk about it, he'll talk about it.
But I'm happy that he's okay.
Yeah. He probably went in for hemorrhoid. I've been saying it this whole time.
Dehydration.
Yeah, he went in for dehydration. Y'all trying to get a man a damn stroke. Oh, it doesn't look good. Who said that? How was he taken out of the ambulance? Oh, he was unconscious. Shut your ass up. Stop your lies.
Anyway, happy for him. Glad he's out there doing the damn thing.
Very true. Very, very true. All right, y'all. So we're gonna end episode this. What?
We're gonna go ahead and end this episode right here.
Yes.
Because it's just time, and we need to talk about other things on the next episode. So
we'll see y'all in part 2. Part 2. Not that one. Almost made. Well, we are gonna cut the what you call it though.
And I so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.